Same, man. I really thought it was just going to be, as you mentioned, a rebuild season for them. But no, they've been stellar. KarlTzy will get his hands on a Sora again, so he'll still be able to play that setup. I know we put a lot of focus onto the gold lanes, but yeah, we go back to the infinite keys to victory. It really is looking like roam mid is the focus first.
All right, we're going into game number 1 here. The week championship is on the table for this specific series.
Yeah.
And
champion of week 2.
Champion of week 2. Someone's going to be able to say that later.
You're going to go undefeated for a quarter of the season. Come on.
Yeah. Again, this is going to be the first... you're not going to be seeing us for a while after this day, because we are going to be going on a break. It's a very important holiday for us Filipinos.
That's true. Big holiday coming up, so you want to get as much MPL action into your bloodstream as possible. I don't know why I said bloodstream, but you're mainlining it right now. We're right here, and you can get no closer than if you're on site. So make sure to get your tickets for the next weeks as well.
Mid lane management not that difficult, but you frequently see it's Sanji and Jaypee pressing forward just a little bit more and getting out of lane quicker. No overactive rotations into the EXP or gold. They're both just checking the jungle. I believe AP.Bren also has the information of where Karl began because of how TLPH were hovering around that orange side. It's looking like they know that it's a mirror between the two. So let's see if anyone's going to show up somewhere around the river close to the gold, or they're just going to be looking for a level 3, level 4, quick little skirmish at the center of the map.
Yeah, so far so good, at least for this this glue. It didn't really face anything of the bigger roadblocks like we had before, like the Faramis.
A Valentina in mid.
Valentina, or not even the Vexana.
Yeah, it could be worse for Nova, that's all we're saying.
Yeah, so this could actually be a pretty good pick. And they do need that front line. And right now, KarlTzy, great temp check a little bit there for Jamespangks.
That's the deepest anyone has gone to the other side.
Yeah, I can't tell if Nova and AP.Bren didn't have the info that he decided to rotate up top. But Deadly Magic already committed in mid by KarlTzy, so that's the ultimate of the Harley God for Turtle 1.
Here we go, some action up top. Torrent coming in from KarlTzy, they find Sanji, and they find Sanford 2 for free. Going over to AP.Bren.
That was clean.
That's the king for you, still rocking it with those setup-style EXP laners, and that was a great follow-up by Jamespangks with the Blade Surge to top it off. Turtle 1 goes to APB.
Yeah, it seems like they're the ones who are actually on a little bit of a stampede here, going straight into the jungle as well. Bit of a miss there on the SOD. I don't know what they're trying to do there, but so far, I would say the mid trio here, AP.Bren's actually doing their job pretty well.
Okay, some silver lining for the Cavalry. At least. Shizo isn't double laning. Okay, I take it back. Now he's going to start doing it.
Yeah. Him and Teddy. But Sanji goes forward.
Crimson Beacon by Sanji. Looking for a quick choke and some damage output. The rest of Liquid not ready for it yet. And because of that, it's Teddy who gets the free gold.
Yeah, Shizo won't be able to get any farm whatsoever from the mid, because if he stayed and tried to just count his losses, then he's going to be behind in terms of managing here in the gold lane. Teddy got in mid. They lowered it down. Gold. Did that go to Teddy or Karl? It looks like Teddy ended up getting the extra 80 gold. So, yeah, Moscow farm looking really good right now, but it's just a very small lead. Both decided to go for the Swift Crossbow first. Let's see if they're going to full build Corrosion or if they're going to do the Swift Crossbow into the DHS, which we sometimes see.
Yeah, the Swift Trinity. That's still what we call it around, right? It's still the Swift Trinity.
That is the scientific nomenclature.
Scientific nomenclature. Who actually came up with that? Actually, that happened in like M7, right?
Oh,
wait a
jump
second.
down to Sanford, forcing a flicker.
Ow.
And I think that's a technical knockout. They've been happy with the outcome of that, forcing Sanford home.
Yeah. Big TKO here as well. And you would have to mention that, you know what? Teddy, he can actually join those fights on the top side if you're not careful. So AP.Bren can't go into like this autopilot mode, especially in the first few minutes.
I think that's why we saw Teddy throw out the SOD earlier when AP.Bren looked like they were going to continue their aggression into the orange side of KarlTzy. So Teddy goes for the full build path on the Corrosion. It looks like it's going to be the same for Shizo. Turtle coming up. Yeah, it's like they're both playing steady because they know that there's a Harley on the other side. AP.Bren don't want to be overly aggressive, and they just get blasted down suddenly from KarlTzy. So it's a good respect from the requirements of the two. Jamespangks with his signature Sky Piercer rush on a Suyo.
That's right, greed is good. 999. Jamespangks lane rage with Jaypee. There's the jump, the noise pathway. They're looking to go back. RWM coming in from Aqua, swiping away. Karl takes the turtle by enough time, but at the cost of Sanford. 40 falls.
Yeah, Sanford seems to be doing the job that TLPH needs him to do.
Oh.
It's just so that... Oh my goodness, that could have been a really big. KarlTzy though feels like he wants to go more.
Fortunately, Shizo set up the PMI, so he does dodge that. KarlTzy got Nova on him. He's mounted. Karl, can he survive?
No!
Gets taken down by Aqua. Void Crystal to the face. And now Sanji Crimson Beacon on out of here. Jamespangks able to pressure the purple. Does not have retribution, but can he deal enough damage? Sanji can't protect Karl's purple. Where does it go? It goes over to Jimmy James.
Wow. Is it just me, or is this glue is just too oppressive right now?
Yeah.
Even more oppressive than I thought it would be on the roam.
Yeah, the most successful glue roam that we've seen so far. I mean, I know the last time we saw it at the hands of Ogun, it had a 2-0 start, but it was more of just like, okay, at least we're getting some kills to even out the losses we're getting early on. This time it's just wins. It's W's for Nova with a Radiant Armor priority, meaning that the damage from the magic-focused roam mid-trio is going to be diminished, and it's going to be difficult to take down Nova. The funny thing about the last sequence we saw in the mid was that after Teddy landed that SOD, Shizo was forced to BMI in mid. Sanji and Jaypee were ready, but Aqua and the Nova were ready to cover for their gold laner. So that was a quick reaction from the roam mid of AP.Bren to ensure that Shizo is protected once he had to go back. And after that, of course, they got the kill onto KarlTzy.
Probably one of the reasons why it feels so much more explosive, snappier. It feels like it's doing
Snappier, yes.
a lot more than I thought it would, because they're just dogpiling on this one guy.
That the magic in mid?
Oh, I guess that's one key. The surviving. Oh!
What?
Aqua! Much respect! He put up the RWM to get shields, but it was too much! Karl's deadly magic still popped them!
Yeah, way too much damage. So that's a warning shot now for AP.Bren. Turtle 2 needs to go their way, or they might need to look for kills afterwards.
We are a turtle apiece. Team Liquid putting up a barrier. KarlTzy has two ways to get this, through Jaypee or through the opposite side through broken walls. And they are looking to clear the waves first. KLVJ coming in. A prior rivalry between these two starts up once more. Karl gets caught lightning. Strikes twice as Kill finds him. No jungler for Liquid, and they try to find him. The punish under the king, and he'll take him down. Sanji gets one.
He's been doing that a lot. The fadeaway, Nova disrupting Sanji, Sanford, and Jaypee.
And he's gonna get AP.Bren the turtle here. Jimmy James scores.
That was just so much that was being done here. KLVJ means business in this one.
Yeah.
Literally, I thought he used so much more than I thought he would in that one. Just to get that kill on KarlTzy. You know there's a little bit of a grudge there.
Bro, KLVJ is locked in, man. I've seen him do that a lot. The fadeaway pounding that he's been doing with the Sora.
It's like, peace out, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Fadeaway pounding. Where did that come from?
The big fist.
Yeah, it's the
For the torrent form, and he's going for more. Looking for his old teammate. Dad wants Kuya Jaypee. Nova gets them out, pulling him back. Glorious pathway ain't gonna save you, sir.
It's like KLVJ telling Jaypee, who's your daddy now? Well, I mean, probably not. KLVJ is probably being chill about all of this, and they're still keeping it steady because it is Team Liquid that they're up against.
I
But
tried asking nicely.
I can imagine that, for sure. Right now, though, non-stop action on the map as KarlTzy going down as well. It is a very good trade with a little bit of an extra assist there, going over to Claude.
yeah, and knowing that they have minion waves crashing in, Nova and Aqua immediately go up top to stop Sanford from being able to defend the turret. Great rotation. Again, Nova and Aqua are, as you mentioned, Rockhard, snappy with how they're moving around the map.
Kill finds Teddy. How does Teddy get out of here? Lightning form once again. In comes the chef. 2v1. Kill, even for you, this is too much. The king gets slammed down and taken out.
He did not expect that he had help, but in the mid, Jaypee gets caught, but he was too fast.
Gets the mount. The revitalized from Daddy Jaypee. Nova sidesteps the SOD.
All right, these SODs are getting closer and closer every time they cast it. So I feel like there's like a mastery thing going on here. Or it just so happens that, you know what, AP.Bren is doing a pretty good job keeping TLPH at bay.
Yeah.
Not completely overwhelming them quite yet.
Yeah, Sanford built rapid boots on his focus so that he could roam the map a little bit faster with how fast AP.Bren are going around. Dreadnought didn't full build into Antique. He has Dom Ice.
Hold up. Brenmar, look at this interesting decision tree by Shizo. He does not fully build the corrosion site.
Yeah, so we've been seeing that a little bit more. They go for Swift, then they get DHS, Golden Staff, so that at this point in the game, when you win a fight or then when kills are getting traded, the Corrosion Scythe comes in at the perfect time. Your Trinity comes in a very aggressive moment.
AP.Bren blitzing the Lord down to a 10th of a tail. How does Karl try to contest? He doesn't get it. RWM coming through. Yeah, blazing through it from the silent. Gets a lot of damage on the Jaypee. Down he falls. Sanford's gonna be up next. 2 free kills to the Hive, and they find Sanji.
This is just phenomenal performance here for AP.Bren.
Karl gets out of there.
Jamespangks.
With
Oh
a
my
full-on
god.
surge charge. And down bottom is the best that they can get. Teddy forcing a defense from Kill.
Kill VJ's entry was perfect. I don't know if that delayed the retribution by KarlTzy. The timers are the same, but it did set up AP.Bren. Again, this is why we put a lot of focus onto the EXP lane and which heroes they get. Xora over anyone right now in the matchups.
Yeah, going for more here on the top side as well. Just feels like TLPH is, again, getting, one up in this chess match.
Yeah, and look how behind KarlTzy is in terms of the gold. Almost 2,500 behind Jamespangks, who has been swift with the rotations alongside Nova and Aqua. AP.Bren are handling the map well with the split pushes. It's all so good.
How is Kill VJ everywhere at the same time?
Right?
Yeah, you give him a hero that has high mobility, I guess. This is exactly what happens.
Oh, they pressured Jaypee again! Hit that torrent form. Answer was the glorious pathway. Look at the back. It's a chef. He's cooking, but he gets cooked himself. Jamespangks finds him. Karl finds Kill though. But the mount on the Jaypee. Can he deal enough damage? The answer is yes. As there is a sever from Jamespangks. Enough damage to get a double kill. That's a stack for the Skypiercer. Sanford jumps in comes James once more, dealing damage on the Sanford. SOD misses. James finds another, and now it's Karl and Teddy. Teddy and Karl left, and Shizo gets taken down by Karl, but James gets a maniac.
The man with a million moves gets 4. Teddy's the only one that stands, and Jamespangks was bobbing and weaving through everything. That looked really cool. The fact that it was the fadeaway in the end to dodge the SOD was perfect way to cap it off.
I have to be more bold with my Suyo picks. Whenever a Harley comes up, I usually say, no, this is too hard to Suyo, but not for Jimmy James.
Especially on the Suyo, James just feels like he embodies that hero right now.
Yes.
Just making such impossible moves possible, and it's catching TLPH off guard over and over again.
Jimmy James has 10 kills, man. 10 kills, 2 assists, and he's getting closer to a 4,000 gold lead over KarlTzy.
Not at max stats quite yet because he died once. He traded out, so you split that.
Yeah.
I think he's approaching max again.
Approaching max around 60 to 70 right
Because I
now.
think he died at max. You split that in half 40. He's at 60 or 70, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so right now, it's just phenomenal performance here for James. Jimmy James, as we like to call him here in the English.
That's our thing.
That's our thing. Don't take that away
Him
from
and me.
us. Oh, your thing. All
Yeah,
right.
we're not gonna say it to those dudes.
So,
over there.
yeah,
It's
with
okay.
these dudes on our right.
Ours.
Our thing.
And
We
yeah.
own that.
Yeah. Not this. All right, yeah, never mind. So right now we
That's
are
over
on
there.
a little bit of a pause. I love how these words are happening right now. And I would like to see, I really like to commend what we're seeing from Jamespangks and obviously Nova, the rest of how they're handling and enabling these fights. Or they're the ones starting these fights.
Yeah.
A lot of the grabs are not going unanswered.
Yeah.
That's what I love to see here.
Yeah, I think Liquid have just been shocked and awed by how quickly AP.Bren are all around. I can't tell if this is an influence of the Chinese style of MLBB, that KLVJ is everywhere, because yes, EXP laners are demanding there, but for a different reason, because you have to be everywhere. You're really constantly shifting with your roamer in terms of getting vision, because there's a lot of players who are willing to cross-map, look for individual plays to start it off. But let's revisit KDA rankings after week 1 where Aqua's on top.
Yeah, Aqua's on top, 18.3. That is no joke. This guy, if there's a silent kid, this guy's a silent man. He's just doing his thing. He's just doing what needs to be done here.
Hey, quick bit of trivia. His teammates also call him Dad.
What?
Yep, RSG days, AP.Bren, he's also called Dad.
Yeah,
So the Hive has their own patriarch.
yeah, he's always been like the dad,
The dad.
for the teams there.
In case you guys are wondering, yeah, he is a dad. An actual dad.
Is he?
He is.
Oh,
That's why they call him that.
right. That makes sense.
Pretty cool, isn't it? So right now we are back into the action here, and so far it feels like the GOAT KarlTzy just keeps getting one up here by the man with a million moves.
Jimmy James at the forefront, hiding in this brush. Glorious pathway coming in. Jaypee dropped it, wants to revitalize. And Sanji steals it from out of nowhere. The silent firing away in the back line. As Teddy falls, Sanford 2. Jimmy James gets more as Shizu gets taken down by Karl. Jimmy James trying to chase down the chef. Give me my nom-noms. And now it's the rest of them. And Jimmy James finds them. It's a triple for the man with a million moves.
If he wasn't maxed out earlier, he's maxed out on those stacks right now.
Yeah, and now they have max minion waves on mid.
Oh, can Karl clear it? The inhibitor will fall. There's a couple of big minions coming through. Karl has to throw all the cards he has. Kull goes into lightning form as the base is the next target. Karl falls, but the minions are too big for Liquid.
KarlTzy knows the exact moves he needs to do to make sure that this does not end right here, right now.
SOD finally coming in from Teddy! And he throws it out, taking down Aqua as KarlTzy skedaddles away.
The exact moment they needed that SOD to hit. Oh my goodness.
Hey, yo, Teddy wasn't missing. He was just checking range.
Yeah.
Until now.
Steady Teddy coming in the clutch. Big time SOD. And you saw AP.Bren were really eyeing out and ending things there because Nova stood in front of the base turret and took 3 or 4 hits so that they could just buy a bit more time for their minion waves to come through and for AP.Bren to finish it. But suddenly the turnaround, the sacrifice of KarlTzy worked out. Jaypee showed up at the right time, and of course the SOD by Teddy.
So iconic, right? That KarlTzy is the one to save the game. Right in front of our eyes, all on his own against 3 members of AP.Bren who looked like they had the game in the bag.
My goodness.
Whew. Gotta take a little bit of a breather there. Look at the goal difference as well. AP.Bren really got hit hard with that one.
Yeah. Now they have to watch out for more attempts like that. I think the Juicing is giving more problems to AP.Bren than they care to admit. And, well, because I don't see that happening as much. The next one could be just, if that happens again, it's because AP.Bren flubbed up somewhere. Whether it's their man marking, they didn't respect Teddy, or Sanji after he went in. For some reason, AP.Bren just decided to leave him alone when the Juicing is someone that you also need to man mark during the big engages. It was also miraculous that Sanji was the one who was able to get the last hit onto the Lord. Jamespangks and KarlTzy's retry, that means they were both early. And somehow, some way, it was the Juicing that got the last hit. That was a miraculous turn of events favoring TLPH.
I want to see that one as well. I feel like KarlTzy just had a rough time navigating that because of all the chaos that was happening. So
yeah, Shizu went in with a blazing
right?
duet.
It was crazy.
He had to watch out for KarlTzy. It was
what are
too
the
much.
odds, really? That of all the damage that was being rained down in that pit, it was this random lantern.
Yeah, it was miraculous.
You know what? It's not even the power of the Zushin because it has Sky Piercer. It only has 1 kill.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. It's stackless or just 1 stack, so it's not like it killed the Lord or anything like that.
Amazing.
It's a happy accident.
Yeah, it was a happy accident.
Liquid needed that.
And they want to do that again. They are trying to go. AP.Bren says, you know what? We shouldn't have lost that. Let's go ahead and try take 2.
I think instead of really sharp time. Oh wait, Teddy's pushing down bot. AP.Bren are going to get forced out of here.
Yep, someone's gotta go, and they think it's Shizu, the best response. Lordy are getting blasted down by Liquid. Down to half health, Jaypee putting up a wall. There's the glorious pathway, and in comes Steady Teddy. I'll shoot, you run. And the answer, the RWM from Aqua. Down goes Karl, no retribution for Liquid. Jaypee falls, Jamespangks. Sever in the pit, sever in the pit. 1 more, looking for the kill. Dashes on through, the surge. Nova, double kill of 440. AP.Bren have found 4 members. It's just Teddy left. And Aqua chases him down. Fight Crystal plus Jimmy James gets the triple. It's a wipeout.
And that will be game. AP.Bren start things off. Snappy, fast, KarlTzy is high. The Bees look alive.
Definitely looking alive here as they take game number 1 against Team Liquid Philippines.
Kull did not have to beg for that. He played for that.